was being played, we had FaZe and G1 waiting in the wings. And these are two teams that had drastic changes that were made over the offseason that suddenly people are talking about potential tournament winners here. The G1 team adding incredible talent with Suspector, Sab, and Falcated. On the other side, FaZe, well, they decide, hey, let's go get the rest of Sentinels to join Renegade. The best players in the game for such a long period of time, combine them with one of the best slayers to ever do it in Halo, and suddenly we have a god squad in our hands. Can G1 handle the heat of FaZe? We're gonna say this is gonna be the same best of 5 as the series before. Empyrean flag to start, and I couldn't think of a better map. 2 snipers, rockets, overshield, everything you could possibly want in a game, Mikowski.
Yeah, Garrett, and this is a grudge match in every sense of the word. FaZe, bubu, dubu, FaZe Falcated, but no longer on G1 now. The 2 former members of FaZe now duoed up. The roommates now duoed up on G1. Let's see what they can do against this FaZe squad.
Well, FaZe gonna let bubu dubu just go down for free. Grab this overshield. They prioritize the noob combo, but SnakeBite's shot is stray. Falcated gets the opening kill of the sniper, and bubu dubu trying to shut down the noob combo player. He has so much pressure on the map. He doesn't get 1 kill, Mikowski, but he's gonna be able to pull out that flag and keep the rest of FaZe contained at the back of the base. Opening plays from bubu dubu are insane.
Bubu Dubu doing what he does best, making plays that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, getting that early pressure, getting that early flag pull for G1. And if Royal 2 doesn't connect with a few of these sniper shots, we could see that flag continue down the long haul. But no, cleaning up Suspector is Royal 2, now pushing into that mid-map, stopping the flag from running anymore, and stopping Bubu Dubu as well with the double.
One thing that our stats man in the back, Mr. Snow, said was, look out for Royal 2 to drop 500 more damage than everyone else in the lobby every game. And this is why the man just can't miss. He has one of the best BRs in the game, and then you follow it up with the sniper rifle pocket. He is incredible, and he's found the flank on Sab. There's nothing he can do. He goes down, and the flag is out for FaZe Clan.
And that's unacceptable, because with 6 kills for Royal 2, he's someone you have to be calming in Discord. Guys, Royal 2, where is he? I didn't see enough of that focus because of it. Royal 2 able to land those 6 kills and that flag out past the 50-yard mark. The question is, can they bring it home?
Yeah, look at this answer from G1, right? It all starts with Falcated getting behind the player at tower, opening up the lane for his team to push through. They're going to be able to get the return, and FaZe, they have to be feeling a little disappointed after that one, right? Royal 2 went 7-0 to start this game, just to have it pulled all back. But FaZe is back into the lobby, pushing once again. SnakeBite gets the flag away. Can G1 play defense twice in a row?
Despite not scoring there on their first flagpole, it's FaZe Clan with the pressure continuing. Another flag out, but it doesn't look as dangerous as the first one, as FaZe Clan recognize that they don't have the numbers, they don't have the slays as Renegade goes down. Advantage now, gamers first. Good recognition from FaZe Clan that they needed to slay here if they wanted to get that flag any further, but instead it's gamers first with the slaying, but Royal 2 with the overshield, and it's a great time pop as he was just about to go down.
I don't think Royal 2 actually wanted to pop his overshield right there, but the players from G1 just put a shot in him, and they forced an early overshield. And now Royal 2 is feeling the pressure down underneath Sword, and bubu dubu has the flag away. Royal 2, he's gonna get caught out. Falcated's dealing with the overextension. I don't think anyone's gonna catch up to the G1 boys. FaZe Clan had back-to-back flag grabs. They didn't amount to anything. G1 might have the counter cap right away, but FaZe Clan is here to play defense.
SnakeBite with that S7 in his hands. This first score could very well come down to whether or not he hits a shot. No, he misses, and the flag goes in for G1. It's an early 1-0 lead, but there's still pressure in their base. Can they clean it out? Falcated with a sniper of his own looks to put the damaging shot on SnakeBite, as the sniper is one better for him as he stays alive, but not for long as he goes down. And Suspector now with that sniper looks to push out.
And SnakeBite might have won that 1v1 with the sniper, but I think it came at a massive cost. Not only did he give up 5 sniper bullets to Sab, Suspector was able to grab the sniper back of the base, and now G1 have dual snipes, and this can get scary with the talent that's on this roster. Sab's gonna get the first. The pressure's in the back, but Sab just don't care. Double for him. SnakeBite's pulling flag, but there's no one else there but the sniper, as Sab shuts him down. The snipes from G1 heating up.
The difficulty level on that double kill for Sab was 100. The teamwork looking 100 for G1 as well, as they have another flag out and full domination of the spawn. That banana looking so good for Sab as he stays up, takes down another opponent. It's Frosty going down now. Now he's got Renegade on the run.
Sab's looking to get into the sword. Suspector gets the beat down. Sword control in favor of G1. Overshield comes up in about 20 seconds. The problem with G1 right now is they don't really have any presence towards the rockets. And you can see SnakeBite has leaped on through with Royal 2 to pull out a flag, and no one from G1's there to respond. And this is what gets dangerous about it, is that the rockets are coming up while this flagpole's happening. Falcated's here to try to grab them, but he's gonna have to win a massive fight, and while the snipe helps with that one, he's gonna be able to kill SnakeBite. Rockets should move into the hands of Falcated, and this run by FaZe shut down once again. G1 have played stellar defense time and time again, and suddenly the counter cap looking like a definality as these rockets will help secure.
Dueling pivs won by Falcated and Bubu Dubu. Because of it, they have a counter cap potential here on the run. Royal 2 doing his best here to stop it. Has Bubu Dubu on the run and in very low shields. He's going to go down. Suspector goes down as well. Return looking likely here for FaZe as they regain control of that map and look to pull this one out.
Yeah, an incredible job by FaZe, right? Because G1 had the flagpole, 2 rockets in hand, but it's Renegade with the overshield that's able to neutralize the rockets, find the breakthrough, and allow FaZe to get back towards this flag and to get a run of their own started. And all of FaZe are on G1's side, and Frosty's able to find 2. The flag's out and away, and you better be careful. You have to find Frosty. Then Pink Mist, not going to be enough. Falcade shuts it down once again, and it's G1. I mean, this might be the best reactionary Halo I've ever seen to flagpoles from G1. Time and time again, we think FaZe is going to get a flag on board. G1 finds the immediate answer. Something needs to change from the FaZe camp if they're going to get a flag cap.
It's going to come down to teamwork and maybe some individual prowess here from Renegade as he lands himself the double kill. But for now, Garrett, I'm just seeing more pivs won by G1. It's the reason they're up 1-0 here in this game. If you can start to put together some more teamwork, coordination, communication, or just have someone who just absolutely out-frags everybody else, looking at you, Royal 2, FaZe could very well find themselves back in this one with the flag out once again.
Now Renegade checking out for those back Mauler spawns. It didn't happen right away, and I think this should be enough for the flag to come through. For the first time, we'll see a flag cap for FaZe. If they can get around this corner, never mind. Everything keeps going wrong for FaZe. Look at this push from G1. They're able to get through. The nades from Suspector, are they good? Wow.
Just as I thought it, my timing in my head had that flag going in 30 seconds ago. So FaZe, very fortunate that they were able to pull it together, take all 4 down for G1. And now with just over 4 minutes, we have a tie 1-1 game. Rockets, overshield both up. Those could be critical here to breaking the score.
Sab's going to be able to get these rockets. Where does he go? Frosty's coming back. He thinks the rockets has moved towards his side, but I think he has an inkling of a thought that Sab might be in the rocket pocket, able to get the first. Not going to be able to recover the snipe, wastes the second rocket. And although they get the kill on Frosty, it looks like his teammates are going to be there to clean up the sniper once again and to stabilize for now.
Oh, overshield and that plasma pistol in the hands of Royal 2, and he's got a double kill to work with as well. 2 more in his sights. Falcated doesn't take the damage from that plasma pistol. Gonna turn on Royal 2 and take him down. That's absolutely massive. Just as it looked like FaZe was building that momentum. Royal 2 goes down. Falcated Bubu going down as well. Frosty, if he can stay alive in mid-map, he can help FaZe regain control and inch that flag out even further.
This is the thing. G1, they might be doing a great job at stopping these flag pulls, but you have to find the root of the problem. You have to stop FaZe from pulling the flag, period, because this is the 5th flag pull I think FaZe has had thus far. And you just, you know, you might be great at stopping the flag when it's out, but you can never have 100% success rate. And FaZe is constantly getting into that back base, pulling that flag out, and being frustrating for the rest of G1 to deal with. Now down in this game, and suddenly the kill column starts to catch up with you. I mean, look at Royal 2, 19 and 10, Renegade 16 and 13. These guys are leading the way for FaZe to put up a performance that is going to get them a game 1 victory.
Yeah, and on that thought, Garrett, if you look at a flag score, it's like a haymaker in a heavyweight fight, which is exactly what this is between FaZe and G1. But those flag pulls and the volume of them are like body shots. And over the course of time, over the throughout the rounds, if you will, those body blows add up. And the pressure, the flag pulls, time after time after time, have eventually worked out in FaZe's favor as they went with a strategy of just pure volume, pure pressure, and it's working here against G1.
And Renegade, if he was just a half second earlier making that jump, he might have been able to stop the flag for a second. Instead, the response is in from G1, and this is the thing about G1 is they've been efficient, and that's what you expect a team with that has bubu dubu on it. He's not one to let the objective go by the wayside. He's constantly looking for an opportunity to get this away. Falcated, waiting to play for the overshield. Renegade drops on it and sends it off the map. No overshield for anyone. And rockets are going to go into the hands of Frosty. Can he live? No! Bubu dubu from the back is going to be able to stop the rockets from getting away. And suddenly, the bad man has the rockets. He's coming in. He finds the first on Renegade. And all of this work FaZe has done in the beginning of the game, the 2-1 lead that they had, looks to be gone. As suddenly bubu dubu looks to keep his streak of efficiency alive. Another flag and potentially a game-winning one away for G1.
And don't look now, Garrett, but it's 2-2 with under 2 to go. And bubu dubu has made his way past the long haul. A potential here for a last-second flag score. Oh my God, the pressure from Sab keeps bubu dubu alive, and he's gonna score and make it a 3-2 game with just over 1 to go.
1 minute. FaZe, what can you do? You need to get the slays, and this is the man that's been providing. 21 and 13 is Royal 2, but bubu dubu has come to life at the end of this game. Yeah, it might not be the prettiest stat line, but he's been making the impact plays, has the last flag cap, and now you're going to see a very defensive G1. Watch them to turtle up, have that hard shell, make sure that no one can get through. But when you're talking about FaZe, they might as well be a bulldozer as they try to get into this base.
And that inconspicuous boom block was actually huge there for bubu dubu as it led to the takedown in Renegade, making this an even 3 versus 3. And with the 1 flag lead here with 30 seconds, that play is absolutely massive. Royal 2 now looking to be the difference maker here as he takes down Suspector, but isn't able to take down Sab. Sab with a potential double kill, but it's the trade that goes down, and so too do all 4 for FaZe Clan as G1 looks to ice up in game 1.
That's a tough spot for Royal 2 because he gets the kill on Suspector, but it just took too long. He took too much damage. It allowed Sab to come get the trade, and then him getting the double kill on SnakeBite just proves to be backbreaking. FaZe are going to lose this first game, and I would have to take a look at the slays one more time, but I think they heavily outslayed G1 and didn't get the W. FaZe having trouble getting that flag away. In fact, I'm very curious to look at the stats after this game about how many flag pulls FaZe had versus how many flag pulls G1 had, and looking at the efficiency between the two teams.
Well, and it was in that moment where we were talking about all the flag pulls for FaZe and all the slays for FaZe that G1 seemingly snuck that second flag in. Unbelievable when you look at just how well the game was going for FaZe up until the final 90 seconds or so. And it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And Gamers First, putting in those 2 flags in a row, back to back, down 1, come out with the 1-0 lead here. And when you're looking to make an upset against FaZe, starting off with a game 1 win is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, look at this, 4, 3, 7, 8 steals from FaZe. 8 flag pulls throughout that game, and only 2 captures. G1 played a phenomenal game when it came to reacting to the hard situations. When they lost their base, when FaZe had control, how did they break through? They were able to do it time and time again. And honestly, that could have been a game that was 5-1, 5-2 for FaZe. if they would have executed on
like
the second phase. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. The amount of times that they got into this back base and just had control, but weren't able to get the flag cap is surprising. I'm actually surprised FaZe didn't get more caps.
Yeah, not only surprising, but maybe even concerning for FaZe now. When you look at how well they played, it just doesn't add up that the eye test looked the way it did, and then the final results did not match up or add up. So for FaZe here, looking to be way more efficient, but Garrett, they're going into a Slayer game too, so the efficiency is going to be around power weapon control, utility control, power up control here. And if FaZe can do that, they can come back here in the series. But it's wild to even say that, because I think you probably would have leaned into FaZe here going into this series over G1.
Absolutely. I think everyone in the world, I've seen people say FaZe is the new #1 seed. We don't even need to see them on LAN. They think Optic Gaming, the former champions, have taken the second spot. I have to say, I think we have to look at LAN, right? I can't believe it until I see it on the paper, but I do put FaZe and Optic as a 1A, 1B sort of situation.
Agreed.
I think they're neck and neck. But it just shows you the amount of unbelievable hype there is for this FaZe roster. The question is, I mean, you gotta be more efficient. Where's the efficiency, Mikowski?
Yeah, no, 100%. That's what everybody's asking, is where is the efficiency? And it didn't take long for upsets to occur. We already saw Sentinels going down. Unbelievable, honestly. I think to going rogue, one of the more unfamiliar teams in the HCS. So if you're FaZe here, you cannot take this series lightly. This is the last winners round of the day, so you got to lay it all out on the floor here. Street Slayer is going to be the map game type combination, and I'm expecting a lot here from the likes of Frosty and Royal too.
Now, one thing you can expect from FaZe is consistency on Slayer. And when I say that, Mikowski, I mean it in one way. When they win big, usually by double-digit points. When they lose big, usually by more than 15. There's no in-between for these guys. Now, can that change? Can G1 keep up even if FaZe is playing at their highest level? Can they make this a close game? Or can G1 keep that momentum and keep the stats true and dominate FaZe in this game to make a Game 2 victory? So that's what we've seen from FaZe thus far. See, they either win by a lot or they lose by a lot. What kind of FaZe are we going to get in this Slayer?
Looking to answer that question is Royal 2, as he's got the commando and the help of Renegade, who's now got those rockets and looking to push up into C with it. 4-0 lead early for FaZe. It looks like we may have just pissed off the bear, as the bear is slashing and clawing its way back. 6 unanswered for FaZe Clan. It's as good as a start as you could have hoped for.
Ooh, Falcated able to get the kill on the rockets. And now suddenly it's going to be a fight at back A to see who can get control of these rockets. Frosty not going to let Suspector stay alive, but bubu dubu got a hand on these rockets. And this could be how G1 get back into the game, right? Look at all these answers. The push from FaZe Clan is shut short. And bubu dubu has a chance to keep breaking through. The rocket not going to find the opening kill. Frosty gets the trade. And suddenly starting to see this game stabilize a bit.
Hey, you talked about the hitboxes on camo and some of the other items getting nerfed. Did the rockets get nerfed? That is 2, maybe 3 times now today. We've seen rockets land at the feet of an opponent, not take them down. A consequential trade there, as bubu dubu down 6 would have loved to have stayed alive. Instead, it's Renegade with that shock rifle pushing up towards bubu dubu. And it's the boom block and the teamwork there that takes him down, but bubu goes down as well. So a trade for FaZe. They'll take that all day, up 5.
Look at Frosty just going right down the middle of the map, gets the player down to one shot, immediately turns around and helps his teammate secure his own kill. Frosty's a damage machine, starting this game 5-1, and while this shotgun might make it a little bit more. We get a 6 kill on the board. bubu dubu gets the trade out, and now this is what's important. Look at bubu dubu pushing down towards purple. I think maybe you do want to force that C spawn, bubu, because these rockets are coming up, and who's going to have the better position? It looks like his teammates did spawn C, so this should be a rocket for G1 as long as they're able to find the opening kills.
Huge recognition from Renegade, as he's got a potential reversal on Sab. It's going to go down in a trade instead, but with 2 going down for Gamers First and the lead already in favor of FaZe, that's going to count as another win condition for them as they look dominant here in Game 2.
Suspector trying to push forward with his team. You can see all of G1 trapped back towards purple, and FaZe, they smell the blood in the water. They're flying forward. Bubu, Dubu, and Suspector, they have a lot to deal with. The pressure's in. Royal 2 gets the kill on Suspector, and he goes back to help his teammates. That's what I love about FaZe. They're so quick to help each other. They're not too focused on what's happening around them. They're always listening and executing upon their teammates' callouts.
Yeah, and this is concerning because this looks exactly like what game 1 looked like, but now the score reflects the proficiency, the slaying prowess that we're seeing out of FaZe Clan. And it's no surprise here in a game 2 Slayer, but my goodness, if G1 want to come back here in this game, they're going to have to rely on those rockets, the stalker, the shotgun combination with bubu dubu. They're going to have to get some of that sandbox in their hands here if they want to come back from the 7-kill deficit.
Bubu Dubu knows that there's pressure coming out from the cafe, but SnakeBite, I think, saw Bubu Dubu as well. He said, nah, we're going to try a different approach. And you can see FaZe Clan constricting themselves back towards C. They're going to try to opt to come out driveway instead. And Suspector's like, I thought they were all over there. Bubu, you said they're coming that way. Suddenly, he sees 3 players coming up driveway, and you're starting to see G1 react. But what that did for FaZe Clan, right? That contraction opened up the B lane for FaZe Clan to swing through. And now if they can find this opening kill, they have an opportunity to swing away with these rockets.
SnakeBite takes B for free. Royal 2 on the B rail. Looking to defend a rocket pull here. Suspector, though, with that opening great kill, takes down Royal 2. And if they can take down SnakeBite, they could have a chance here. Numbers now in favor of Gamers First. And if they can grab these rockets, they could come back even further in this game. But Sab going down. Great use of the thrust there from Renegade. And despite all of that, FaZe is continuing to bust the score wide open.
Yeah, this is what we see from FaZe and Slayers. They usually win by 10 or more kills. The slaying talent on this team is, I don't think there's been many rosters in Halo's history that have had as much talent on this team. And now with the Stalker Rifle, Renegade's looking down bottom mid. He gets the rockets for his teammate SnakeBite as he's gonna push through, and now G1, they have to be reeling from this, but they did force both rockets out without any of those resulting in a kill. Problem is they're down by a severe amount, and time is going to quickly start running out if they can't slow this game down.
And not only is G1 going 3-4 down, but they're staggering at a time. So it's not like they're all going down and being able to push out a spawn collectively together, as we're starting to see some split and some separation. Royal 2 looking to take advantage of it as all 4 players for G1 looking to creep up and press on that B and C spawn. Bubu Dubu with the opening push. Has Frosty in his sights, takes him down. Now has that shotgun to work with as well. Double kill? Yes. Suspector taking him down. It's the team double. And it's all going to count for you if you're G1 right now, needing a lot to come back in this one.
Bubu is putting down great pressure, but that pressure not resulting in any kills. And look at Frosty. I mean, he dissects, he finds the weak underbelly immediately. This flank is going to be devastating as Suspector's the last alive, and you know SnakeBite's not leaving him alone. See the respawn screen, and suddenly G1 find themselves cycled. This is the beginning of the end. G1 needs to pull out a miracle if they're going to get back in this game.
G1 waking up the sleeping giant in FaZe Clan with that game 1 win. Come from behind game 1 win. Really, honestly, miraculous game 1 win for G1. FaZe showing exactly how strong they are, but it's Bubu Dubu with a little bit of trickery and a combat evolved rocket grab. Will this push them to come back?
Oh. Well, one kill's good enough. Unfortunate rocket from Bubu Dubu, and you know that you could see maybe a comeback happening if those rockets resulted in 2. You see G1 start to get more position on the map, but look at how fast FaZe Clan swing back, and really it's been Frosty who's been leading this charge. 13-4 in this game. Oh, can you get the shield down? Oh, the shotgun eating itself into that shield, but Frosty comes from behind. He gets another 2, makes it 15-4. This man is triple positive in game 2.
Yeah, and amazing when you look at the score that G1 doesn't have more members that have 12 or more deaths, as it's been all FaZe Clan here. Every time you look up at the top right, you see multiple players down at multiple different times for Gamers First. FaZe Clan staggering and seemingly starting to apply those haymakers that could potentially knock out G1 from this winner's bracket side. 2 heavyweights going up against each other here. Sab looking to take down SnakeBite, but SnakeBite has that support from Renegade. The bait and switch is on, and it's that kind of teamwork that's led to this huge lead for FaZe Clan.
lurking at the back of B, and this is the thing, FaZe Clan doesn't have to play fast. Oh no, Royal 2! He swings back, bubu, dubu's running away. He knows he's a potential overkill, but Royal 2 so pinpoint accurate with this gun, and it results in a triple kill. Bubu, dubu eventually is taken down. As we start to see the rest of G1 fall, only 2 more kills. Royal 2 looking to put the finishing blow.
Unbelievable shots from that stalker rifle. Absolutely turned on G1 at the cafe side as they eventually take him down. But it's just going to be for specifics here, as this one is all but over, as it is in fact over. FaZe with a convincing +10 win, like we called it in the beginning. FaZe either wins by 10 or loses by 10. There, they won by 10.
Yeah, and it's crazy how consistent that has been for this FaZe roster, right? It's not an easy task to win by so much and to lose by so much. They don't have close games when it comes to the Slayer, and we're seeing it because you add players like Renegade to this already stacked roster. He goes 13-9, but really I think it's Frosty who had such an impactful play that time, only taking 2,900 damage, staying alive, just constantly applying pressure. And then the stat that Mr. Snow gave us to begin this series, always look out for Royal 2 to have the most damage in the lobby. It's been consistent ever since this roster change has happened, and it happens once again. He's been a damage output machine.
Oh, the recognition there to turn on Falcated after taking down his opponent on Laundry. Sap going down, Falcated as well. That is a nasty, mean-looking triple kill for Royal 2. And for G1 now, you almost just got to forget that Game 2 ever happened and start to build on the positives that we've seen in this series, which was the objective efficiency. Not only the objective efficiency, but just the overall efficiency, making the most out of those individual solo kills, turning them into 2, 3 more, turning them into rocket controller, sniper controller, overshield control. Gonna need to see all of that here from G1 if they want to upset FaZe.
This is their chance. Take the lead once again. G1 need to respond. Falcated having a tough time getting to this top tower, but he finds Renegade immediately. And you know, maybe that missed movement comes into a benefit, because I think Renegade thought it was clear, and suddenly a Falcated pops up and gets an immediate kill. G1 respond right out the gate, looking for an early trip cap. Not one kill for FaZe Clan as they all hit the respawn screen.
G1 laying the bait on the sniper rifle, laying the bait on B as well. And FaZe took both of it like a fish, going down ultimately. And now those 2, 3 things are all in control, all in favor of G1. Overshield, cap points, sniper, all in favor of G1. This is where we're asking that question. Can they take advantage of it? Can they maximize this sandbox here as Falcated is going to make his move, pushing in, taking on 2, no 3 players. He's going to need some help. He doesn't have enough overshield left to fight this one solo. As Renegade pops him back with that repulsor. Frosty not aware of Falcated's push, gonna take him down. Can he land the no-scope? No. Lands the body. If he could clean it up here on Renegade, it's gonna go 3 down for FaZe Clan, and G1 can regain control of B.
I mean, this is incredible from Falcated. The way he's moved around the map. Yes, he only has 2 kills, but he's been involved in so much, and G1 has been so greedy to start this game. They not only got the overshield, the sniper, but they also played for the immediate trip cap. It gave them a little bit of a buffer to work with, but now that those tools are gone, FaZe Clan are starting to respond. Royal 2 has top tower control with this noob combo, finds Sab in the back. He's gonna clear this out. Bubu, dubu, he's up next. Oh no, Suspector, you better run away. Triple kill for Royal 2 as they start to dominate the feed once again.
Royal 2, the triple kill machine. 2 triples in nearly 2 minutes of game time here. So Royal 2 heating up, 5 kills to show for it as FaZe Clan get back in this one. Now only down 10. A huge pivotal going on here at C. Whoever gains control of this cap point will gain control of this next lead, as it looks like Sab and Gamers First are going to take C and the lead.
They got the lead coming back their way as Renegade runs forward with this overshield. Suspector had no chance to stay alive, and Renegade, he's not stopping anytime soon, still trying to get that pressure in. And look at that, he gets as much damage as he possibly can before Falcated takes him down. SnakeBite, that last player alive at back B, and well, Royal 2 teams up with him to get the kills. And this has been frustrating for the rest of G1. They want to get to back B, but you gotta deal with a rogue Snake at the back. He's been there, he's staying alive, and Royal 2, his trusty old partner, comes back. He gets another triple kill as SnakeBite sets him up beautifully at the back of B. Sometimes staying alive is the best thing you can possibly do. SnakeBite shows off the Halo prowess, and Royal 2 finishes for the spectacular finish.
And now it's 3 triples in 3 minutes as FaZe looks to put on the triple cap. G1, looking to answer back with that C pull. Looked like we were just about to see FaZe Clan start to run away with it a little bit. But Falcated and company answer back. If they can take down Royal 2 here, they have a chance to regain control of the map and the score. Unbelievable answer back there from G1, just as it looked like FaZe was about to run away with it.
Now G1 able to stabilize for now, but the question is how long. I mean, FaZe Clan is red hot, especially Royal 2. And I think people look at the stat line, they look at SnakeBite in particular. He's 1-6, but what they don't understand is what SnakeBite's done on the map. He's making plays by not getting kills, by staying alive. Those 5 assists are crucial to their lead right now. But this push needs to succeed, and bubu dubu looks to shut it down on the other side. Suspector holding the sniper, and no, although overshield's up, Royal 2 is going to be able to put it on. Can he get anywhere with it because G1 is standing strong?
Where's the plasma pistol? I haven't seen enough of it for Gamers First. FaZe seemingly with all of the plasma pistol control, and it's usually the control of the heat wave that you talk about, but here on this map with that buffed plasma pistol and overshield being so prominent, it's really the plasma pistol that you want to look out for as sandbox on the map that you want to have in your hands. Sab going down with that plasma pistol. Suspector looking to pick up where he left off with that sniper rifle. Gets SnakeBite down to 1 shot, and with bubu dubu clamping down, should be able to take him down. Bubu dubu now on a killing spree. This one is deadlocked here. 88, 89, 89 all here as Suspector looks to keep the score rolling with the capture here on B.
I was about to say, you have to look out for Royal 2. Sab was able to find him laying in the back. They find those kills. SnakeBite's trying to get A in time. He will get it, but he immediately falls down, and that's going to be a recapture for G1. As FaZe Clan have not been able to score for what feels like the last 3-4 minutes. It's been all G1, and it's not even a dominating slay performance. They're just being so efficient at helping each other. Look at the difference between the score lines. G1, everyone's doing their part. While on FaZe Clan, you know, they might be leaning pretty heavily on one player right now.
Yeah, Royal 2 looking like he's in a matchmaking lobby. SnakeBite looking like he's the blueberry in the matchmaking lobby. So yeah, all out of sorts here for FaZe Clan, and G1 is jumping on the opportunity. bubu dubu jumping on that, takes down SnakeBite. 2 more pushing in for FaZe Clan. It's the bait and switch that goes to work for them. And now FaZe Clan with a chance to take over A and stop the bleeding.
FaZe win 100% of their Strongholds games when they out-capture their opponents. It's about the rotations for them. When they don't out-rotate their opponents, they only win 33% of the time. G1 need to keep on top of these hills, keep FaZe Clan in a response situation. If they're able to do that, they'll come home the winners, and this trip cap looks to be more and more deadly. G1 had a rough start to this game, but the answer back has been incredible to watch. The Suspector has the one-on-one of Renegade. He says, you're going swimming, and I'm going to deal with your teammates a little bit later.
Suspector doing a great job angling himself there at B with the killing frenzy to boot. But I love that first kill, the mind the gap, kind of pulled the player in a little bit to where he was within range of that repulsor, earning himself the double kill and the killing frenzy, and now he's looking for more.
The pink shot for the killing frenzy. Falcated follows it up with a triple kill of his own, and suddenly SnakeBite's like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Top tower's not safe, as the nades are starting to rain through, and Falcated finds another. 2 more players have to come to stop him, but it's a trip cap that keeps scoring for G1, and bubu dubu's not letting it go. Sab and bubu dubu shut them down. A devastating trip cap will lead to a G1 victory as they look to go up 2-1 in the series. Nothing FaZe Clan has been able to do. Nothing has worked for them at the end of this game as Sab cleans them all up.
G1 swarming like a hive of bees, and it's going to be that strategy that earns them the Game 3 win. And Garrett, that is absolutely massive here, because I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. G1 is going to have to win Game 4 right here if they want to win that series. What we saw from FaZe in game 2. What we've seen from FaZe throughout the entirety of this series is that they are the better Slayer team. There's only 2 team Slayers in a series. If G1 can win this next game, they take the series. But if they lose it, I'm predicting FaZe in that game 5.
Get the job done in the objectives. Don't let it go to Slayer, because the Slayer was brutal for G1.
This is G1's game 5 right here. This is, and they're all saying it right now, trust me, because FaZe, I've not seen a team look like that against G1 on Slayer. That was absolutely incredible. So to beat G1 by 12 in the Slayers, and then you lose the other 2 objectives, the deficiency is glaring right now for FaZe. We know their proficiency. Now it's up to Gamers First to take advantage of this opportunity to send what many would say is the best team in the league packing early to the lower bracket.
And how are you supposed to handle this G1 team when they're playing on this level? I mean, look at bubu, dubu, and Suspector, 4,100 damage apiece. We thought Royal 2 was popping off. He didn't even get as much damage as those 2.
Yeah, yep.
It's insane what G1 was able to do on the back half of that game. Now, well, if you've been on Twitter anytime recently, Mikowski, I think you might have seen a couple clips of this FaZe clan roster when it comes to recharge oddball. Frosty likes to go fishing with his grapple hook on this game type, and they've been mighty efficient in the scrims. I don't think this is going to be an easy one for G1. They need to buckle in. They need to ice up. They need another performance like they had in game 1, where when things aren't going right, they're able to find the correct responses. This is going to be a tough game. And like you said, I think they need to treat it like a game 5. Slayer, you don't want to go to Slayer. You know what FaZe can do on Slayer. This is G1's opportunity to make an incredible upset early in our bracket.
And I think this one is going to come down to which version of SnakeBite we see here in game 4. The corn snake or the cobra. That is going to be the difference maker here. We called on Frosty earlier in that game 2. He was the one that led his team top fragging, but now it's on SnakeBite to bounce back from that tough performance in game 3. Game 4 is looking to be a doozy.
The shock rifle is going to be so important to these team successes, and there's plenty of players who can put it to work. When you think of sniper players, Frosty, Royal 2 on the side of FaZe, Renegade, all of them have made stakes as the best sniper in Halo at one time or another. But then you look at players like bubu, dubu, who's been so proficient with that shock rifle in particular. Falcated, who's hit some crazy shots. Or Sab, who is that dedicated sniper on the side of G2. Who is going to be the player that gets that sniper away and puts it to work? Royal 2 getting the early job done. Camouflage in his possession. He's been damaging like crazy throughout these lobbies. Letting him have the camouflage is going to put down an intense amount of pressure for the side of G1.
There we go. There's a little bit of that objective efficiency we were looking for from FaZe Clan. They won the opening break, won the first 20 seconds in rolling of milk. But bubu dubu has that shock rifle. SnakeBite now scurrying away. No shields. He goes down. Renegade across the way, but it's Royal 2 that has bubu dubu's attention instead as he earns himself a double kill and a chance here for Gamers First to grab hold of this ball.
bubu dubu wants to get up into that tower right away, but misses the punch. And it's going to be Frosty who's going to be able to take that shock rifle away. And he also gave him a grapple. We've seen what he's been able to do on this side of the map. Players from G1 are going to funnel through, but you have to be careful. There's a wild Frosty in the back, and he knows how to hit the tough shots.
Frosty, he's changed teams, but the strategy does not change against him. You've got to make sure he does not run rampant with that shock rifle on this map. And right now, all the attention, I don't think anyone knows that Frosty's over here, so we might see some unsuspecting headshots here from the likes of Gamers First. Suspector might be the first one to get it.
Oh, Frosty hits the tough shot. Suspector goes down. And now Sab, the last alive. This ball going back into the hands of FaZe. And this is disastrous for G1. Not one thing going right for them. Camouflage coming up in about 5 seconds. G1 need to get away with this camouflage and make some plays. But Frosty's been shutting them down left and right. The man's 8-1 to start the game.
Frosty, my goodness. On the heels of that shock rifle, he'll never stop if you don't take him down. We have seen that man run killing frenzy after killing frenzy. but he's finally going to go down. That's absolutely massive. Bubu dubu with that disruptor, looking to disrupt the plans here for FaZe Clan, as they've got a monster lead, Garrett. Just a minute surpassed, but 77th on the board for FaZe Clan. Unbelievable start here, as G1 is finally just now on the board.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get this ball away for now, so a great opportunity to pull up some time. Sav goes to wait in heaven as Royal 2 takes the challenge. Royal 2 can't stay alive, though. Suspector with the help, and now you see the rest of FaZe starting to try to bully their way through. Renegade able to get one. Suspector's one shot, but no one there for the follow-up as Foul starts to put more and more time on the board, but it's a steep comeback that still needs to be made, and FaZe are just relentless on their push. They're not stopping anytime soon. SnakeBite comes in for the 2-for-1 special, gets the kills, and as they surpass the 80-point threshold.
And that's a difficult setup to break, but FaZe does just that as they look to put the finishing touches here on this round one. And what a round one it would be, because we've all been watching and waiting for the objective efficiency to come through from FaZe, for FaZe to make use of all the slaying prowess they have, top to bottom. This roster, one of the best slaying teams in the league, now putting it together here in Oddball in Game 4, as they look to come back here and send us to a Game 5.
They have the setup that they want, right? Foul all the way back at gold with this commando rifle. The setup towards A. How does FaZe Clan trying to push through? Renegade sitting at the bottom stairs, a teammate at top glass as they try to push through, but Foul sniffed it out. He tried to put the damage down on Renegade. Bubu dubu gets the cleanup. The trades are going in favor of G1 for now, but on the other side, FaZe Clan has broken through. Who else but Frosty? He has 11 kills to start. Bubu dubu trying to shut him down, but because of the spawn that G1 has gotten, they're gonna have to give up the camouflage. Yes, they have ball time. Oh my god. Okay. Bubu dubu says, hold this for a second. Let me get this kill, but camouflage should have gone in the way of FaZe Clan.
Hold this and hold that thought, because just as we thought FaZe was about to put 1-0 on the board, it's G1 mounting a comeback here, but they're gonna have to play perfect Halo. If you lose this break, if you lose this setup, FaZe will get those remaining 5 seconds. Bubu dubu, shock rifle in hand. A lot of teammates with low shields. He's gonna have to clutch up here and land a headshot. Oh, he is able to. Royal 2 goes down. Bubu dubu still alive, and so too is G1, but no! Bubu dubu barely going down, and that should lead to the finishing touches here for FaZe Clan, but right now, G1 is looking scrappy.
G1's looking scrappy. Bubu dubu's looking godly. That sniper from Bubu dubu is the most dangerous thing we've seen all game. And if you're FaZe, you're prioritizing keeping that weapon out of his hands. You know it's an easy enough game if you can shut him down. Frosty looks to get the camo right away, but I love that opening start from G1. You could tell that one's practice. They all had a clear-cut idea of what they were going to immediately do off spawn. It gives Bubu dubu the camouflage. He pushes this one away for now, and I believe he'll end up with the sniper in just a second.
Huge turnaround there for G1, almost looking like a polar opposite break between FaZe and G1, is now G1 takes that opening break, but it was, let's be honest, it was FaZe that put together that 20 to 30 seconds of milk early in round one. Here for G1, only 5 seconds. So the objective efficiency still there for FaZe Clan as they look to play some great defense and regain control of that ball.
Right, and Sav did a great job right there. There's 3 players from FaZe are ready to pick up that ball. He comes through. He's able to get damage on 2, a kill on 1. And that's going to stop the ball from immediately going into FaZe's hand, buying his team much needed time in this game, and he's still alive, getting perfect kill after perfect kill. Foul comes in from the bat ledge, and they take control of the ball once again. A methodical approach to breaking the setup as FaZe only gets 2 seconds of time.
And that milk was bait there. 2 seconds, not enough time to be worth grabbing that oddball. FaZe going down instead, and now starting to stagger a little bit. G1 with the potential to cycle and put FaZe in a blender as they look to pass that 30-second threshold. Sav protecting Falcated like a bodyguard with that plasma pistol, but he's got a flank on his back. He's not aware of it as he goes down. Will Falcated too?
The grapple comes in. Foul's looking for more. He knows that there's players that are coming to help. Royal 2 has the sniper. Frosty and SnakeBite surround him. Bubu dubu needs to get the important kill, get back his domain. That sniper in his hands. Instead, He goes down, but Foul wins the end fight, and that means the sniper back in the hands of G1, but he's the last alive, and suddenly he's like, can I hold this ball is the question. He sees his teammate spawns towards A. It's going to give information, but SnakeBite's gotten away with his camouflage, and now it's up to Foul to put on the eagle eye. Can he find the camo player? Oh, no! SnakeBite taken down the camo. Gonna play no impact.
And that's absolutely huge. That was the catalyst there to come back in this round for FaZe, was that camo. Instead, Falcated takes it down, and numbers remain in advantage for G1, and because of it, they've got more control of that oddball.
Look at Sab already rotating this quickly. They want to get it towards the back, and Renegade says, I gotta stop them. He's swinging up top. Suspector doesn't suspect a thing. Renegade gets the kills, and Falcated has to play for the rotation. Can he get away? No. Look at FaZe hunting as a pack. No opportunity for him to get away. And now it's Frosty versus bubu dubu. I don't think anyone's been able to stop Frosty this game. 21 kills and just 11 deaths, as he's been on an absolute terror in this game.
And it just goes to show how important those play ball opportunities are. G1 not winning the numbers game in those last two sequences, but FaZe is just now putting time on the board because of the well-timed play ball from Sab there, as FaZe are now only down 20. Frosty with that plasma pistol, looking to help out at A. Spots a player at blue, I believe, but is not going to go for the chase. He's going to rotate with his teammates here, and I love this because he's got a bubu dubu waiting, but the plasma pistol misses. Bubu dubu does not, but he goes down eventually. Suspector cleans up SnakeBite. Royal 2 with a double kill. Should lead to more ball time here for FaZe as 3 go down for G1.
That's the thing about the noob combo. When you have it in your hands, you're reliant on it. When it misses, it's basically a guaranteed death. And while Frosty, he feels the brunt end of that. Bubu dubu able to duck the shoulder at just the right moment. Royal 2 picks up a noob combo of his own, but look at his teammates. Getting the ball time, getting away. Bubu dubu can't stay around the corner for long. Killing spree for the master damage player, Royal 2, as he just stays alive. And look at how separated FaZe were on the map at that moment, but playing together, it creates a dichotomy that Jamers First just cannot deal with. And suddenly this break looks less and less likely. Look at the amount of time that FaZe is going to get here. All 4 players from G1 trying to break through from the tower side.
FaZe is showing that they can put those slays to work with the objective efficiency to match. And my goodness, Garrett, if they put it all together by the time Charlotte rolls around, it's no wonder they'll be the favorite. But just like that, 4 going down for FaZe. G1 down 2-1, but with an opportunity here to regain control of this oddball and the lead, but the timing of it, the reset, again, just as we saw from Gamers First and Sab, FaZe Clan now with a play ball opportunity is going to prevent G1 from grabbing it right away.
Foul plays wonderfully with Suspector right there, able to 2-on-1 against Renegade, but Frosty's found. He's right in top gold, keeps a noob combo over the snipe. I was expecting him to pick up that shock rifle. Instead, he leaves it at its home. And G1 are suddenly finding themselves in a great spot. They get 3 down. And although it feels like G1 should be winning this round somehow, you know, with the slays that have been getting the 3 down, but they still have a long ways to get themselves back in this game. Fortunately enough, they have plenty of space between themselves and FaZe Clan right now, and a bubu dubu with a shock rifle to cement the change of the guard. This lead is going to change as bubu dubu goes massive. Royal 2's last alive, and they know his position.
It really does feel like, Garrett, that this game is going to come down to bubu dubu and the shock rifle versus Frosty and the shock rifle. Whichever one of those 2 players can clutch up and play big for their team is going to come out victorious in this one. It just feels like it, and it's kind of wild in a game that's so predicated on teamwork and really not being able to make those individual standout plays. I think we're going to see just that here at the fruition at the end of this game.
Pressure's coming through. Renegade and Frosty both pick up a kill, but bubu dubu's waiting. Can he hit the shot again? He's been clutch all game. He gets Royal 2 to 1 shot, but Royal 2 did his job. He throws that ball out, says, hey, it's open season. But Royal 2 says, hey, bubu dubu says, hey, I got a piece of grapple. He's gonna bring that back, and suddenly FaZe is saying, this is backbreaking. There's no way for us to get here. Renegade's the last player. Renegade able to get him out, but bubu dubu has the perfectly timed grapple. Gets SnakeBite in the back.
Oh, And I love that play from Bubu Dubu, knowing his opponent was going to scurry away and try to rotate that oddball. Slides out no shields with that shock rifle and eventually regains control of that oddball. Because of it, G1 now with an 82-70 lead here. 10 seconds separating these two teams with just under 1 to go.
The lead could change. Bubu Dubu caught out before he can get to this battle edge. He's one shot. SnakeBite cleans it up easily enough. There's no one from G1 to push quickly. Sab is trapped all the way at triple stacks. The spawn towards A for Suspector could be the saving grace, but you have 2 players to deal with, and they just happen to be 2 world champions. Renegade and SnakeBite standing in their way. SnakeBite finds 2. Renegade is going to be able to clean up the rest, get the shock rifle. They're going to be able to pick this ball up. 10 seconds for G1 to make a miracle happen.
One final push, sensing a lot of desperation in that push. Because of it, Renegade's going to line up some easy headshots and secure the second round and game 4, Garrett, sending us to a game 5 here between FaZe and G1.
Game 5. Remember what we said about Slayers. FaZe, they either win by a lot or they lose by a lot. G1 need to figure it out. That's a ton of momentum for FaZe. We're going back to the pit. Empyrean. Our next game was Frosty, who had an incredible performance in that game. 7,700 damage.
Huh.
Unreal. That's 2 rounds, by the way. 2 rounds, he got 7,700 damage.
Yeah, Garrett, and when I look at the way this lines up here in game 5, we're going back to Empyrean, and it was FaZe who in game 1 lost Empyrean CTF, but they outslayed G1 and then heavily outslayed G1 in game 2. So if I had to predict who's going to win this game 5 here, I'd have to give it to FaZe just based on what we've seen so far in this series.
You have 3 of the best snipers to ever do it on the side of FaZe. Frosty, Renegade, Royal 2. You fear this map if you're G1. If those 2 get control of snipers with the static spawns, this game is good night.
Well, and the reason, Garrett, this is so troubling and concerning for G1 going into game 5 is because of the snowball ability, if you will, on the pit. And we've already seen that FaZe is a snowball slayer team. So again, now they're on a snowball type of map. If they can get 2 snipers, if they can get control of 2 rockets, this could be very tough sledding here for G1 in game 5. But they're not out of this. Just like we saw with Frosty popping off in game 1, Renegade as well. Bubu Dubu can do the same. Falcated can do the same. Royal 2 can do the same, though. So I'm going to be looking to see who makes the plays with those sniper rifles here in a pivotal game 5.
Well, Royal 2, he won the fight for the overshield. No one tried to contest him. Instead, we saw a lot of G1 resources put towards the Rockets. But look at Falcated. All the way in the back.
Ooh.
Hiding his way out. I think Renegade knows, though. Suspector hiding at the needles. Do they know about Foul? They know about Foul. That is someone who said, yeah, you've been hiding here? We know. We know. They've shut him down. No flank, but Bubu Dubu wins the sniper battle. Because of it, the rocket comes through, and this is where it gets dangerous. SnakeBite not going to be able to go get that sniper. Suspector gets it back for his team. A little bit of a rocky start for both these teams. Back and forth. G1 takes the early lead, but nothing is sure. Oh my God.
There's a sure shot there from Suspector, and I'll tell you what, Garrett, G1 extremely lucky to be in the lead here, however narrow it may be, because of the fact that Royal 2 got overshield for free and G1 lost control of rockets off the rip. So really surprising when you look at that, the fact that G1 maintains that 3-kill lead and a couple more kills here, Garrett, and they start to open up to a multi-possession game. And when you look at just the statistics and the way that things usually go for FaZe, winning by 10 or losing by 10, you're going to want to continue to snowball here if you're G1.
Look at how much pressure is being put on Sword. It's 7 players inside of this building right now. The Insta-Splode not going to connect right away. 2 players hiding inside of that Heatwave room, and Suspector, he says, I'm going to back up for now, but FaZe has made a home in Sword. Can G1 find the response? The Suspector shot gonna hit the knee of Renegade. And Renegade challenges back into a pre-aimed Suspector. I don't think he expected that. And now the push from G1's in. Can you get him out of the hole? They find the kills. 2 of them go down. It's disastrous for FaZe Clan.
Wonderful play there from Suspector. Had no shields, but you never saw him rest. You never saw him stay back. He pushed up with bubu dubu, knowing that he had his support, knowing that the attention was on bubu dubu instead. Suspector makes a play off of it, continuing to do work at that sniper rifle tower. The bait and switch proficiency, the efficiency of that right now from G1 is looking strong to quite strong.
Suspector has to back down, but the overshield's waiting for him, and it's a bait. Bubu dubu was lurking at the splat. Suspector went down, but it's not for naught. The overshield is going for bubu dubu. There's no one here to take care of him. And this is where the push for G1 has to succeed. Let bubu dubu do his thing. Royal 2 takes the opening damage, but here comes the onslaught. G1's on the push.
And now because of this overshield grab, you can elect to grab their sniper. You can elect to just keep them from grabbing their sniper. Either one of those is a win condition for G1 as they look to build on that win condition. 19-10, nearly doubling up here on FaZe.
Falcated has the power position, top snipe control, sniper in his hands. FaZe are going to have a hard time just getting out of here, and that's because Falcon hit shots like that. Royal 2 thought he could get around the corner, but look at Frosty and look at Renegade. They're completely across the map. They've taken control of G1's base, and the question is for Fal, what am I going to do here? Do I keep farming the 2 players that are separated, or do I go back for the other 2? They try to keep their hands on SnakeBite and Royal 2, but it's the long-time duo that are being a pain at the back of Mauler, and they're going to work together masterfully. Talk about having a phenomenal 2-2 split. It's going to change the complete dynamic of this game. Unfortunately, they weren't able to take down Fal, and he's been hitting shot after shot.
Falcated with only 2 shots left in that sniper, misses both on Royal 2. Royal 2 gonna look to drop down on him, but he gets a little stuck in the lift, and because of it, Falcated takes him down. That one could be huge when we look at the end result.
Yeah, you have to be careful how you go down into that lift, because you can get stuck in that lift for a perpetual amount of time, and well, Royal 2 learns that quickly enough. You see the VR also stuck in the lift right now. Everything just stuck in the lift. Sav is winning, and this is G1. G1 has taken firm control of snipe. They want the snipe tower control, and first it was Fal, now it's Sav that's gotten back there, and the lead just continues to grow. FaZe struggling to get control of their base. I don't think many people expected G1 to come out this strong, but remember what we talked about, when FaZe wins, they win by a lot. When they lose by a lot. This is a great sign for G1.
Yeah, thanks to the incredible stats production team here from LVT, we get a sneak peek at some of the data and insights that allow us to present better gameplay to the community and privy them and tee it up, if you will. This one is not a surprise, despite the kind of unbelievable lead here for G1. This is how FaZe rolls. They either win big or lose big. We knew to expect that. Suspector expecting one to push up behind him, looking out instead to bottom mid. Frosty gonna challenge that. The rocket goes out, takes down enough damage from Frosty to where he's not gonna reach out Suspector. And for Suspector with this lead and sniper up in 25 seconds, all you gotta do is stay alive.
This game isn't over yet because of this man on your screen, Frosty right there. He has that heat wave, and he has a blueberry on the back. I believe that was a teammate that took him down. Unfortunate for them. And Suspector has been living. They're trying to get control of FaZe's sniper. They've been living in this sniper plat because of that, and well, finally the push from FaZe is coming, but the help from G1 is there, and they're gonna go trade for trade. Although the sniper goes into the favor of FaZe, it took a lot of resources for them to get it, but they did get G1 sniper as well. Renegade underneath with the sniper of his own. Sav shuts him down though, and you just don't have that many lives to give up at this point, Mikowski. You need to start playing a perfect game.
That seems to be the strategy I'm seeing develop here on the pit, is having that one player back in the opponent's base, acting as almost like a thorn in the side. As we've seen that time after time work, which is odd too, because you've got the one player solo in the back as bubu dubu lands himself the overkill. 4 shots, 4 kills, and he's looking for more.
perfect positioning from bubu. Dubu, this game is over. FaZe are going to the elimination bracket. No one saw this coming. Falcated can't get the closing shot. Suspector cleans it all up. And it remains true. FaZe, when they lose bad. G1 looking bad boys right now. My God, the way they dominated this game, controlled the base, controlled the power weapons, worked together to get this victory.
And speaking of cleaning up, it's G1 cleaning up the plate with a little bit of A1 steak sauce. The Steak-tacular Game 5 victory on the #1 seed in the world. There's a big reason why. Bubu Dubu with that overkill to close the door. Not only close the door, but shut it, nail it, and put it down.
Devastating result. Bubu Dubu was just in the right place, right time. Double kill. Listens for his team. They're saying, hey, we got him weak. Bubu says, I'm on cleanup. Cleans them all up. Overkill. And honestly, if SnakeBite wanted to be aggressive right there, we could have seen a kill tack. That's how hot he was this game. Oh my God. I mean, that was one of the best performances I've seen out of G1, and I think it says all that needs to be said about the roster changes this offseason. This was the right choice. These friends decided, hey, you know, we had enough time being away from each other. They all decided to get back in under the banner of G1. And it looks as if they're going to be an exciting team come Charlotte.
Yeah, and G1 all of last year was really a team that had the entire community on the edge of their seats waiting for them to break through. Sort of did, sort of didn't, right? Got that top 8 land placement at Orlando, finished second, taking Optic in the grand finals of the NA Super. So there were points in last season where G1 looked to be one of those top 4 teams, but now it seems with the roster change that might be materializing.